Tonight, from Orlando, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Tigers taking on the visiting team.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between our visitors and the Chicago Tigers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Off play action, Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, Purdy. And he comes back with one complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Operating from the gun, Purdy. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And on now is the punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
On second down now, Potts. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Potts. And not much running room. Down to the 32. On third down, Potts trucks over him. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And it's a fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Back to throw. Purdy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Gets past one man, and he's got some space here. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. 49 yards. And the Tigers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And it will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 35 on second down, Morgan. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
These two teams all tied after one. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Morgan. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's Morgan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Purdy over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Purdy. And he'll find Hall. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not the top, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just want to run past it.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off.
It got his man complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
Real fun. I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Morgan. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Set to throw is Morgan. That's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands and downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They did a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost starting to take.
And the ball is knocked out. It's going the other way. From here to run. And he's going to bring the football back. It's a touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Now the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. The scoop and score always exciting play of football. We witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground, and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for the score. And this will not be blown out. It's a touchback. Now comes this field check at once. Leading offensive back on the field. I think this crowd is sure what to make of it. Their guys are not very good. Their leader here at the top, he has a big rating.
And every time you hear to make the crowd back on their side.
Really give you guys something to cheer about. On second down now. It's Hall. And he takes this one up to the 39-yard line. What's the situation nowadays? Enough confidence to hit and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency break. On first and 10. Purdy. Seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, you know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They got to put it away and secure it as they try to get downfield. On first down, just a yard to pick up there, bring it up to 2nd and 9. Here's a move to the throw. It's complete. Past the 35. He'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Good catch right there. So in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 79 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. A lot of guys in this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup. Running the game, working that spin on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime he hand the ball to him back. On second down, Potts. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving? A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try to run this one in. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across. Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively? I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game. Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking to throw. Purdy. Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Tigers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest, as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we went in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it, as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.